Unless you've been living under a rock in the DVD community, then you know that we just had the 8.3 PTB mid-chapter update, or the playtest. I was unable to play it because due to like health issues, but we did get lots of changes. We did get lots of killer reworks. We got some perk reworks, we got nerfs, we got buffs. But one thing I wanted to talk about today is probably the most used perk on the list, which is Distortion. And if it got hit a little bit too hard, as in I'm pretty sure they kind of killed the perk. Is it too bad? Not necessarily in my opinion, but if you guys do not know what Distortion is, we'll go through it, we'll talk about it. Distortion is a perk where you have 3 tokens, and anytime the killer will read your aura, it does not get revealed. Instead, it uses a token, then it hides your aura and your scratch mark for 10 whole seconds. Now that ability is being buffed to 12 seconds, but you are no longer going to have tokens. Another thing about Distortion is you regain tokens for being within the killer's terror radius for 30 seconds. Now, I don't like that effect only because a killer's terror radius is pretty big. A standard killer's terror radius is just, what is it, like 32 meters? Yeah, 32 meters. But they don't even have to be in like a super close radius. They can just be on the outskirts of this radius, of the terror radius. That part of the ability I do not like because it encourages encourages hiding. Like, it encourages the survivor to not really interact with the killer. Now, the change that I did previously want for Distortion was to just change it to the only way that you regain tokens is by being in chase. Well, the change that they made for Distortion in this mid-chapter update is the fact that Distortion will only have one-time use, but you can reactivate the perk while being in chase with the killer. Now, it's similar to what I wanted, but what they did was get rid of the tokens, which I feel like the tokens were fine. It would create something... It would create or incentivize healthy gameplay with survivor and killer. The survivor loses their token, so they want to get it back, so they go find the killer, get into a chase with them, and get chased by the killer. That is perfectly fine. That incentivizes the cat and mouse gameplay that we know and love of DBD, and not just, hey, come find me, or hey, where am I? You know, we don't really want to go back to like 2016, 2017 DBD, back when the maps were completely dark and everyone was running Claudette hiding in corners. We don't want that. We want to incentivize the chases that DBD has become about. And that's what I think that this whole entire mid-chapter update is they are getting ready for pushing more towards like chase-oriented things. A lot of the changes that have happened will incentivize you for being chased or being in chase, and honestly, I feel like that is a very good thing. But I do feel like that they hit distortion a little bit hard. I'm very curious to hear your guys' opinions. I wanted to give distortion its own video because I feel like, again, it's the most used perk, so I think it's the one that stands out the most from the rest. I would love to cover the rest of the PTB, like nerfs and buffs, but I wanted to give distortion its own thing. So if you guys agree with me that distortion might have been hit a little bit too hard, let me know down in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe. I feel like that they should just give it tokens back again, and maybe if they feel like that's too strong, just give them their tokens back, but only start them off with one. I feel like that is perfectly fine. I don't think that distortion needed to be hit so hard, because I do know that this is a perk that newer players use, and I do not want to stop newer players from finding something that works for them so that they can learn the game. Even though I do think that newer players do need to learn how to loop killers if they want to play Survivor. I definitely think that they need to learn how to loop fast. But again, if you guys agree with me, hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully all of you guys have a beautiful day. Bye bye.
I can take you higher, higher than you ever been. Get into desire.